Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox fan coming to you from Al Red Sox fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well on this Monday evening or whenever you're watching. A little Monday Night Baseball. We have Game 2 of the 1969 New York Mets taking on the 1961 New York Yankees. The Mets took Game 1 3-2 on a leadoff home run in the top of the ninth by Ron Swoboda. Seavers got the win, McGraw got the save, and Whitey Ford for the Yankees got the loss. Now we're on to Game 2. Pitching for the New York Yankees is Ralph Terry, 16-3 with a 3.16 earned run average, giving up 19 gopher balls, striking out 86, walking 42. For the New York Metropolitans, the Amazings, Jerry Koosman's up on the bump, 17-9 with a 2.28, allowing 14 home runs, striking out 180 and walking 68. Let's go to the starting lineups. For the Mets, they're the visiting team, the 69 Mets. Tommy Agee leads off playing center field. Batting second, the second baseman Ken Boswell. Batting third, in left field, Cleon Jones. Don Clendenin is the cleanup hitter, batting fourth. Jones and Clendenin and Swoboda all hit solo shots to lead the Mets to a 3-2 win in Game 1. Ron Swoboda bats fifth in right. The designated hitter is Art Shamsky. Batting seventh, doing the catching, is Jerry Grody. Batting eighth at shortstop, Bud Harrelson. And batting ninth, the third baseman, Al Weiss. For the New York Yankees, hoping to win Game 2 of this series, leading off is Bobby Richardson. He's at second base. Tony Kubek bats second at short. Roger Maris, the man who hit 61 homers in 61, bats third and right. Mickey Mantle is in center, and he's the cleanup hitter. Those are the M&M boys. Batting fifth with a tremendous season in 61, the catcher, Elston Howard. Batting sixth, he hit a two-run homer for the Yankees in Game 1, Johnny Doc Blanchard, and he's the designated hitter. Batting seventh, say it ain't so. It ain't over till it's over, excuse me. Yogi Berra's in left. Batting eighth at first base, the Moose, Bill Moose Skowron. And batting ninth, playing third base, Clete Boyer, and Jerry Mathers as the Beaver. So there are your starting lineups. Here at Yankee Stadium, we have the OG, the original Grognard. How you doing, my friend? We have Fanomatic. We have Captain Carl. Hope all is well. W. Vogs, how you doing? Be sending you an email probably tomorrow or later tonight. And Bobby Cantilano, my Twitter wife. And now Dave Gardner, who's headed to the rink, is also making an appearance here at Yankee Stadium. And check out Dave Gardner. He did a wonderful, I got to catch up with it. I watched some of it and listened to some of it this morning. The hockey summit games between the Canadian national team made up of pros and the Soviets in 1972. Also, make sure to check out Sports Time Machine. That's Mr. Utah Mike. He has his 64-team tournament coming up, and that starts Thursday using Strat-O-Matic Baseball on the PC. That's Sports Time Machine with Mr. Utah Mike. His one-and-done 64-team tournament using Strat-O-Matic Baseball, and there's a lot of great teams in that. So, Dave, drive safely and enjoy the rink. All right, so let's start off here. Tommy Agee steps to the plate to face Ralph Terry. Agee batted .271, 26 home runs, 4 triples, and 23 doubles. He did strike out 137 times. Terry picks up the sign from Howard. Ball game on its way. Here's the pitch to Tommy Agee, and that is a 6-4. A 6-4 is a swing and a miss off the Terry card. So Agee goes down via the K, and that's one away. Now bring up Ken Boswell, the second baseman in 1969, batted .279 with 3 home runs, 7 triples, and 14 doubles. Terry deals to Boswell, and that's a 3-2 off the Boswell card. 3-2 line shot. And a leaping catch by Bobby Richardson at second, robbing Boswell, his counterpart, of a base hit. So Boswell lines out to Bobby Richardson, 2 away. And now bring up Cleon Jones, the left fielder. He homered in Game 1. Remember, Jones and Clendenin went back-to-back jacks, and Swoboda had the game-winning homer in the top of the 9th to lead it off. Here's the pitch to Cleon Jones, and Terry deals Jones a 5-7. 5-7 off the Ralph Terry card. 5-7 ground ball, second base, and that's Bobby Richardson. Richardson is a 2 defender. We rolled a 13. Go to the basic fielding chart. 2 and 13. And Richardson knocks it down, picks it up, throws to first, and the side is retired. He stayed in front of that hard hit ball. So 1, 2, 3, go the Metropolitans. We go to the bottom of the first. Due up for the Yankees, Richardson, Kubek, and Maris. When next the Mets come up, Don Clendenin will lead things off. So here's Bobby Richardson. Jerry Koosman's up on the mound for the Mets, trying to take Game 2. Richardson batted .261, 3 homers, 5 triples, 17 doubles. Koosman is ready to work, the crafty lefty. Here's the pitch to Bobby Richardson, and that's a 3-8, a 3-8 off the Richardson card. 3-8 line shot right at Harrelson at short. Didn't even have to move. He was played perfect. So that's 1 out. Richardson hit it on the screws, but with nothing to show. Here comes Tony Kubek. Kubek, the shortstop, batted .276, 8 homers, 6 triples, and 38 doubles. He did strike out 60 times, walking 27. Grody sets the target. Here's the pitch from Koosman to Kubek. I'm sorry, Kubek, not Kubiak. He was the quarterback for the Broncos. And that is a 2-11 off the Tony Kubek card. 2-11 ground ball, second base. Up with it is Boswell. He throws to first. And it's 2 away. Base is empty for Roger Maris, the man who hit 61 home runs in 1961. He also batted .269 with 4 triples and 16 doubles. Koosman deals to Roger Maris, and that is a 1-4. Oh boy, a 1 and a 4. And a 4 on the 20-sided die. Maris strikes this ball hard to deep center field, racing back, leaping, and it's over his head is Tommy Agee. And cruising into second base with a 2-out double is Roger Maris. So Maris stands at second with a 2-out double. And here comes Mickey Mantle. The Mick had 54 home runs, 6 triples, and 16 doubles with a .317 batting average for the 61 Yankees, who won the World Series over the Reds. The Mets would take the 69 World Series over the Orioles. Mantle digs in. The windup and the pitch from Jerry Koosman. And Mantle's going to get a 3-6 off the Mantle card. 3-6, and that's a walk. So Mantle's patient. He walks first and second, 2 outs. Maris at second, Mantle at first. Mantle with tremendous speed, 1 through 16 base runner. Maris 1 through 14. Here comes Elston Howard, the Yankee catcher in 61, .348 batting average, 21 homers, 5 triples, 17 doubles. 2 outs, 2 on. Koosman looks in. Grody sets the target. Here's the pitch to Howard. And that is a 6-5 off the Koosman card. 6-5. Curveball. Strike 3 looking. He froze Howard with the hook. The Yankees strand 2. We go to the top of the second scoreless. When next the Yankees come up, it'll be Johnny Doc Blanchard, the designated hitter, to lead things off. Due up for the Metropolitans in the top of the second, Clendenin, Swoboda, and Shamsky. To face Ralph Terry. As W. Vox is the stream with myself and, on the dog show, regarding Ben-Hur was very good. It was all, yes, it was, and then it got taken down because of the chariot race scene. Dog has appealed that, though. He should win it. I believe he should win it. And we will be doing that again once he's up and able to live stream again. We will be doing that whole thing again. And we'll probably just not be using any video, even though YouTube has a ton of video of the chariot race, which is still up on other people's channels, because I went and I looked. Alrighty, so here's Don Clendenin. 248 with 16 homers, 1 triple, and 11 doubles for the 69 Mets. Terry had a 1-2-3 inning in the top of the first. Here's the pitch to Don Clendenin, the first baseman for the Mets, and that is a 5-3. What will it be? We shall see off the Ralph Terry card. 5-3, ground ball to first base, and Moose Skowron. Skowron is a 3 defender. We rolled a 5. This could be a trouble here, so it's a 3-5. Skowron backhands it. Underhand toss to Terry covering the bag, and that is 1 away. Nice play by Skowron at first. Score that 3-1. Terry covered the bag. Remember to check out W. Vogg's channel, wonderful card collecting channel, and much more. It's W. Vogg's. Here's Ron Swoboda. He had the game-winning homer in the top of the 9th for the Mets in Game 1. Mets won 3-2. He digs in, ready to grip and rip. Here's the pitch from Terry to Swoboda. And that's a 4-10 off the Terry card. 4-10, 19. Boom goes the ball. And Ron Swoboda has just jacked another one out of the ballpark. And he shall touch them all. 4-10, 1 through 19 is a homer. A 20 is a double. We rolled a 19. So Ron Swoboda picks up his second home run in as many games. 1-0. Amazing Mets. The home run by Swoboda as he crushed that one to left center. So, the Mets have scored all their runs in this series off home runs. Jones and Clendenin with 1, and now Ron Swoboda has 2. Here comes Art Shamsky. He's the designated hitter. He had 14 homers with 3 triples and 9 doubles with a 300 batting average. The windup and the pitch to Shamsky, and that's a 6-6. You get your kicks on Route 66 off the Ralph Terry card. 6-6, and it's a jammer. Pop up, third base side. Boyer's there. He makes the catch, 2 away. So 2 outs, base is empty, 1-0 Mets. Yankee fans are in shock. And here comes Jerry Grody, the Metropolitan catcher. Batted .250, 2.6 homers, 3 triples, and 12 doubles. He played on the 1969 World Series team as well as the 1973 World Series team. He awaits the Ralph Terry offering. Pitch homeward bound to Jerry Grody, and that is a 1-5 off the Grody card. 1-5, fly ball center field. Going back is Mantle. Makes the catch, and the side is retired, but the Mets strike first on the Ron Swoboda solo blast. We go to the bottom of the second, 1-0 Mets. When next the 69 Mets come up, it'll be Buddy Harrelson leading things off. Due up for the 61 Yankees, trailing by a run, is Johnny Doc Blanchard. He knocked in the only 2 runs for the Yankees in Game 1 with a 2-run homer. He'll be followed by Berra and Skowron. Blanchard batted .305, 21 homers, 1 triple, 10 doubles. Here's the pitch from Koosman to Blanchard, and that is a 3-7 off the Blanchard card. 3-7, ground ball to first. Up with it is Clendenin. He races to the bag and steps on it, 1 away. So Blanchard grounds out to Clendenin. And here comes Yogi Berra. It ain't over till it's over. Berra, 22 homers, .271 batting average, and 11 doubles. Here's the pitch to Berra from Koosman, and that is a 5. I'm going to re-roll that because my hand moved. Okay, that is a 5-8. 5-8 doesn't matter because the pop-up third base side. And Weiss is there to make the catch. for the Mets, so that's 2 outs. Koosman looking for a 1-2-3 inning. He got the first 2 outs in the bottom of the first, and then Maris doubled and Mantle walked. He did strike out Howard to end the threat, but here comes Bill Moose Skowron, 28 homers, 4 triples, 23 doubles, and a 267 batting average. One swing of the bat by the Moose could tie the game up here. Grody wiggles the fingers, sets the target. Here's the pitch to Skowron, and Koosman deals the Moose a 1-9 off the Skowron card. 1-9 ground ball to Harrelson at short. He throws to first, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Yankees. After 2 innings complete, 1-0 Mets. When next the Yankees of 1961 come up, it'll be the number 9 batter, the third baseman, Clete Boyer. As Captain Carl says, "Let's go Mets! Meet the Mets! Greet the Mets! Da 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 da, meet the Mets!" All right, here comes Bud Harrelson. He'll be followed by Al Weiss in the top of the order, Tommy Agee. Bud Harrelson batted .248, no home runs, 6 triples, and 11 doubles for the 69 Amazings. Here's the pitch from Terry to Harrelson, and that is a 2-8 off the Harrelson card. 2-8, and that's a single. Bud Harrelson smacks that ball to center. So Harrelson's on first. Harrelson an E stealer, so he's going nowhere when it comes to stealing, but a base runner. His running ability is very good, 1 through 16. Here comes Al Weiss. Weiss, a punching Judy hitter. Weiss will attempt to sacrifice. We're playing basics, so there's no bunt rating. So he's going to try to sacrifice here. Here's the pitch from Terry. He squares, and that's a 7. And a 7. The batter is thrown out by the first baseman. Runner advances 1 base. So a good job on the sac bunt. And that goes 3-4 on the wheel play. Advancing to second is Harrelson with 1 out. So Harrelson's in scoring position for Tommy Agee. He struck out his first time up. Terry nods his head. He kicks and deals to Tommy Agee, and that is a 1-7 off the Agee card. 1-7. Gone! Tommy Agee has just crushed that ball to left, and it's 3-0 Metropolitans. Holy cow! The Mets doing their best imitation of the M&M boys and the 61 Yankees. 1-7. A no-doubter home run off the Agee card, and it's a 2-run blast. The Mets have scored all their runs on homers in this series. So that's a home run. Scoring ahead of Agee is Harrelson. It's now 3-0 Amazings, with 1 out. So Tommy Agee goes yard. Boom goes the ball, and Tommy Agee touches them all. A lot of joy in that Metropolitan dugout. And in the words of Simon and Garfunkel, the sounds of silence here at Yankee Stadium. Here comes Ken Boswell. He lined out to second in his first plate appearance. So Ralph Terry not faring thee well in this game. Here's the pitch to Boswell from Terry, and that is a 4. That was a 7. That was a 1, and it was a 4-5, excuse me, because that was a 4. There we go. That was a 4-5. 4-5, ground ball, second base. Richardson throws to first in time, 1 away. So Boswell grounds out to his counterpart. What's blazing in sports? T-Dub. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're feeling better. Check out that. Absolutely must subscribe if you're a boxing fan. What's blazing in sports with T-Dub. Also, check out T-Dub TV for all things entertainment. As Captain Carl says, you didn't think I would root for the Yankees, would you? No, I wouldn't. But the 61 Yankees are a fun team. All right, there's 2 outs, 3-0 Mets, and here comes Cleon Jones. He homered in Game 1. First plate appearance today, grounded out to second. The windup and the pitch from Terry to Cleon Jones, and that is a 4-5. 4-5, ground ball to second base, rinse and repeat. Richardson throws to Skowron, and the side is retired, but a 2-run blast by Tommy Agee And the Mets are now up 3-0 as we head to the bottom of the third here at Yankee Stadium. The Mets took Game 1 3-2 on home runs. The Mets have scored 6 runs in this series so far, all on homers. When next the Metropolitans come up, the first baseman Don Clendenin will lead things off. Due up for the Yankees, they need to get their bats going. Clete Boyer in the top of the order, Bobby Richardson and Tony Kubek. To face Jerry Koosman, who's spotted a 3-run lead. Clete Boyer, 224, 11 homers, 5 triples, 19 doubles. The windup and the pitch from Koosman to Clete Boyer, and that's a 4-4, say no more. Off the Koosman card, 4-4. This will be a play for Jerry Grody. Grody is a 2 defender, and we roll to 14. We go to the basic fielding chart, and that's a pop foul. Grody throws off his mask as he heads towards the screen. He makes the catch, 1 away. So Boyer pops out to Jerry Grody. 1 down. Here comes Bobby Richardson. He lined out to short. Koosman rocks and fires to Richardson. And that is a 3-6 off the Richardson card. 3-6. Ground ball to third. Weiss is up with it. He throws to first. 1 away. 2 away. 2 away. As he beat that curveball into the dirt. So 2 outs, base is empty for the shortstop, Tony Kubek. He grounded out to second. He awaits the Koosman offering. Here's the hook to Kubek. And that is a 4-7 off the Kubek card. 4-7. Swing and a miss. As that curveball just dropped right off the table. And 1, 2, 3 go the Yankees. That's the second strikeout for Jerry Koosman. We go to the top of the fourth. And it's 3-0 Metropolitan. Jerry Koosman going through the 61 Yankees like a hot knife through butter. When next the Yankees come up, Roger Maris will lead things off. Due up for the 1969 Mets in the top of the fourth, Clendenin, Swoboda, and Art Shamsky. Don Clendenin, 0 for 1, grounded out to first. Terry trying to avoid the gopher ball in this inning. Here's the pitch to Clendenin, and that's a 2-6 off the Clendenin card. 2-6, deep fly ball, left field. Berra going back, reaches up and makes the catch in front of the wall. 1 down. Nice jump by Berra. And now bring up Ron Swoboda. He homered in his first plate appearance to give the Mets a 1-0 lead. He has homered twice in this series. Will he do it for a third time? Here's the pitch to Swoboda from Terry, and that's a 6-6. You get your kicks on Route 66 off the Terry card. Terry jams him with a fastball, pop-up, fair territory, left side. Boyer calls off Kubek. He makes the catch as Swoboda pops out to third. So 2 up, 2 down, 3-0 Mets. Top of the fourth. Base is empty. Here's Art Shamsky. Shamsky popped out to third. Terry looks in. Howard sets the target. Here's the pitch, homeward bound, and Shamsky is dealt a 2-7. 2-7, and that's a 2 on the 20-sided dice roll. Shamsky's going to gap Maris and Mantle to right center field. He will have a 2-out double. 1 through 5 is a double. We rolled a 2. 6 through 20 would have been a single. So Shamsky keeps the inning alive with a 2-out double. Mets trying to add to their 3-0 lead with 2 outs in the top of the fourth. Here's Jerry Grody, the Met catcher, flew out to Mantle in his first plate appearance. Shamsky takes his lead. Terry looks over his shoulder, now in at the plate, picks up the sign. Here's the pitch to Jerry Grody. And that is a 5-8 to Grody off the Terry card. 5-8. Line shot. Kubek leaps in the air. He snares it. What hops for Kubek? And the side is retired. He just robbed a base hit and an RBI from Jerry Grody. So the Mets threaten but do not score. We go to the bottom of the fourth, 3-0 Metropolitans. When next the 69 Amazings come to bat, Bud Harrelson will lead things off. Due up for the 61 Yankees, trailing by 3 in the bottom of the fourth, Maris, Mantle, and Howard. If anyone gets on, Johnny Doc Blanchard. He's knocked in the only 2 runs for the Yankees in this series so far. So far in Game 1, a 2-run homer. Maris doubled in his first plate appearance. Here's the pitch from Koosman to Maris, and that is a 4-8 off the Koosman card. 4-8 fly ball left field. Jones is there, and he makes the catch as Maris went the other way. 1 out. Waited a little too long on that curveball. Here comes Mickey Mantle. He walked in his first plate appearance. The windup and the pitch from Koosman to Mantle, and that's a 4-11 off the Koosman card. 4-11, swing and a miss. Again, the curveball drops off the table. He strikes out Mantle. That's strikeout number 3 for Jerry Koosman. Mets throw the ball around the infield. They get it back to Koosman on the bump as Elston Howard strides to the plate, digs in. Howard was a strikeout victim. Koosman nods his head. Grody sets the target. Here's the pitch to his counterpart, Elston Howard, and that is a 5-6. Pick up some sticks. 5-6 off the Koosman card. Fly ball out to Clendenin in left. He comes in. He makes the catch. And 1, 2, 3. Go the Yankees. We go to the top of the 5th. 3-0, 69 Mets over the 61 Yankees. When next the Yankees come up, Johnny Doc Blanchard will lead things off. Due up for the 69 Amazings, Harrelson, Weiss in the top of the order, Tommy Agee. Harrelson singled. He's 1 for 1 and scored ahead of the Agee homer. Terry kicks and deals to Bud Harrelson, and that's a 5-4. Who's going to be shown the door on the 5-4 off the Terry card? 5-4, fly ball center field, Mickey Mantle. And Mantle is a 2-fielder. We rolled a 9. So we go to the basic fielding chart. 2-9, and he's not going to get there. He makes a diving attempt. It's going to get by him, racing over his Maris, and it's a leadoff double for Bud Harrelson, who's now 2 for 2. He has a single and a double. So Harrelson stands at second base. And here comes Al Weiss, who will attempt to bunt him over again. Again, this is basic. There's no bunt rating. He needs an 8 or under. And that's a 5. That's going to be a pretty good bunt, I think. Batter is thrown out by pitcher. Runner advances 1 base. So fielding it is Terry. He throws to Skowron. As no wheel play was on. So another sack bunt. This time it goes 1-3. Advancing to third is Bud Harrelson. So Al Weiss making his at-bats count. Here comes Tommy Agee. Agee has struck out and homered. Do the Yankees want to play the infield in? Yankees will play the infield in. Harrelson at third, 1 out, infield in. Agee looking for RBI number 3 as he had a 2-run homer in his last at-bat. He awaits the Terry offering, pitch homeward bound, and Ralph Terry deals triple threes across the board to Tommy Agee. 3-6. 3-6 is a swing and a miss. He challenged him with the fastball, and the fastball won. Second time Agee has been all or nothing. He struck out twice and homered. So 2 outs. The Yankees infield goes back to normal. Here comes Ken Boswell, the Metropolitan second baseman. Harrelson's at third. 3-0 Mets. Boswell's 0 for 2. He's lined out to second and grounded out to second. Terry deals to Ken Boswell, hoping to end the jam here and now, and that's a 1-6 off the Boswell card. 1-6 single. Clutch hit by Kenny Boswell. Trotting in from third base is Harrelson, and it's 4-0 Metropolitans. A clutch 2-out single by Ken Boswell. And that is the first run the Mets have scored without homering. And it's 4-0 Amazings here in Game 2. They took Game 1 3-2. Boswell's at first. C-Stealer 1-14 base runner. He's going nowhere. Cleon Jones is 0 for 2. He's grounded out twice to second. Terry's on the ropes. Mets looking to KO him. Yankees have bullpen action. Here's the pitch to Cleon Jones from Ralph Terry. And that's a 3-10 off the Jones card. 3-10 single. Advancing to second and stopping is Boswell. So first and second, 2 outs. Here comes the pitching coach. And Elston Howard to the mound. And here Don Clendenin is the next batter. Terry might not make it through the 5th. Let's check who we have here. It's kind of early for Luis Arroyo. He's the Yankee closer. He was, as I stated, Mariano Rivera before Mariano Rivera. Not as dominant, but a tremendous pitcher in his own right. Stafford, if we do a game 3, would be the pitcher for that. Roland Sheldon. Truman Clevenger, yeah. Jim Coates. All right, Terry gets one more opportunity here to get this 3rd and final out here in the top of the 5th. 4-0 Mets. Takes a deep breath, arms down to his chest. Here's the pitch to Don Clendenin. Will Clendenin come through the clutch hit? He'll have to do it off the Terry card, as that's a 6-11. 6-11, fly ball out to Maris in right field. Roger Maris, the right fielder, is a 2 defender. We rolled a 14. And he will make the running catch in the corner, and the side is retired. But the Mets tack on another one, the leadoff double, when Maris Mantle made a diving attempt on Harrelson in the sacrifice bunt and the single by Boswell. 4-0 Metropolitans. We go to the bottom of the 5th. When next the Mets come up, it'll be Ron Swoboda leading things off. Due up for the 61 Yankees, now trailing by 4. And Koosman has been in a groove. He's only given up 1 hit, the double to Maris in the 1st. It's Blanchard, Berra, and Skowron. Go to the chat quickly. Captain Carl says, Terry's facing the team that he would end his career with. He pitched for the Mets in 66 and 67. Good information, my friend. Captain Carl says, his battery mate, Elston Howard, finished his career with the Red Sox. You are correct, 67 and 68. Good stuff by Captain Carl in the chat. All right, here comes Johnny Doc Blanchard. He has knocked in the only 2 runs for the Yankees, and that was in Game 1, a 2-run homer. He has grounded out to first base in his first plate appearance in this game. Koosman's back up on the bump, the windup and the pitch to Johnny Doc Blanchard, and it's going to go off the Koosman card, and that's a 6-9 single. So Johnny Doc Blanchard sits back on that curveball and singles to center. So Blanchard's at first. The Yankees need base runners. They're down 4-0 with no outs in the bottom of the 5th, trailing in the series 1-0. Here's Yogi Berra. He's 0 for 1, popped out to 3rd. Koosman peeks at first. Now he deals to Berra, and that's a 1-6. Can Yogi do something off of his card? 1-6. 1-6 with a 14, and that is a single. And racing all the way to 3rd, as there's 2 stars on that single, is Johnny Doc Blanchard. So the Yankees have runners on the corner on back-to-back singles by Blanchard and Berra. A 1 through 4 would have been a double, but we rolled a 14, and that is a single as it falls in the category of 5 through 20. So 1st and 3rd, here come the Yankees trailing by 4. And here's Bill Muscarin. 1 swing in the back to pull the Bronx Bombers to within 1. Mets play for 2. They'll give up the run for 2 outs. The Moose, Bill Muscarin, grounded out to short. Koosman trying to induce the double play ball. Here's the pitch to Skowron, and that's going to be a 5-3. What will it be? We shall see off the Jerry Koosman card. 5-3. Ground ball to short and Bud Harrelson. Harrelson is a 2 defender. We rolled a 9. If it is, let's see if it's a double play ball. So a 2 and a 9 to Bud Harrelson at short. A 2 and a 9. He boots the ball. Oh my Lord. Bud Harrelson boots the ball. He had a double play ball, was too anxious. Scoring from third is Blanchard. Advancing to second is Berra. And at first on the E6 is Skowron. So it is 4-1. Oh, Harrelson had a double play ball as he kicks at the dirt here at Yankee Stadium. And he booted it. It was a little too anxious. Berra at second, Skowron at first, no outs. And here comes Clete Boyer. Boyer did have 11 home runs. Only a .224 batting average, though, and 504 at-bats. First and second. Again, Koosman hoping for the pitcher's best friend, the double play ball. Here's the pitch to Clete Boyer. 4-1 Mets. That's going to be a 6-5 off the Koosman card. 6-5, swing and a miss. Got him with Captain Hook. And that is Koosman's 4th strikeout, so there's 1 out now. Bear is at second. Skowron's at first. Top of the order, Bobby Richardson. He is 0 for 2. He is lined to short and grounded to third. Koosman looks in at Grody. Grody sets a target. Here's the pitch to Bobby Richardson. That's a 1-9 off the Richardson card. 1-9. 1-9. Pop-up sky high. Third base. Calling for it is Weiss. And he makes the catch. That was a huge pitch by Koosman. So Richardson pops out to Al Weiss. There's 2 outs. Runners will be off on contact. And here's Tony Kubek, the shortstop. He is grounded to second and struck out. Koosman towing the rubber, peers in at Grody. Now he's ready to work. He deals to Tony Kubek. Will Kubek get a clutch hit on this 112? 112. It's a pop-up. Sky high. Shallow. Going out as a second baseman. Boswell coming in is Swoboda. And Boswell makes the over-the-shoulder catch at the last moment, calling off Swoboda. And the side is retired. Jerry Koosman breathes a sigh of relief, and so does Gil Hodges in the Mets dugout. The Yankees do score 1 on the error by Bud Harrelson. We go to the top of the 6th. It is 4-1. What a play by Boswell. Let's get the cards in order here. Kubek pops out. Nice play by Boswell. When the Yankees next come up, Roger Maris will lead things off. Due up for the amazing Mets of 1969 in the top of the 6th, Swoboda, Shamsky, and Grody. Living My Rhapsody is here at the stadium. How you doing, my friend? Check out that lovely channel of hers. As she says, hello, my lovelies. Hope all is well. Big Game of Thrones fan. Wonderful channel. Wonderful person. Westworld, Doctor Who, and much more. Here's Ron Swoboda. He has homered and popped out. Terry's still up on the mound with a short leash now. He deals to Swoboda, and that's a 3-6. 3-6 off the Swoboda card. 3-6. Swing and a miss on the high cheese. And that's Terry's 3rd K. So 1 away. Bullpen active for the Yankees. Here's Art Shamsky. He's popped out and doubled. He awaits the Terry offering. Pitch homeward bound to Shamsky. And Shamsky has a 1-7 off of his card. 1-7. Ground ball to first. Fielded by Skowron. He tosses to Terry, covering the bag. 2 away. Scoring at home 3-1. And you should score at home. It's good for your mind. So 2 outs, base is empty for the Mets catcher Jerry Grody. Grody is 0 for 2. He has flown to center and lined to short. Howard wiggles the fingers, sets the target. Here's the pitch to Jerry Grote, his counterpart, and that is a 6-9 off the Terry card. 6-9 single! So Jerry Grote fights off a tough inside fastball, and he singles to keep the inning alive. That's Grote's first hit. Arroyo's ready in the pen. And here comes Bud Harrelson. He's 2 for 2. He has singled and scored and doubled and scored. On deck, the sacrifice bunt machine, Al Weiss. Howard goes through the signs. Terry quickly nods his head. The windup and the pitch to Bud Harrelson with 2 outs. And that is a 5-4. Who's going to be shown the door on the 5-4 off the Terry card? 5-4. Fly ball out to Mantle in center. Mickey Mantle is a 2 defender. He rolled a 4. Remember, he made a diving attempt that turned into a double. That helped the Mets score. And that is, he's a 2 and a 4. A 2-4. He makes the running catch to right center, and the side is retired. As Bud Harrelson's finally retired. Mets strand 1. We go to the bottom of the 6th, 4-1 Metropolitans. When next the Mets come back up, Al Weiss will lead things off. Original Grognard in the house. All things military strategy, face to the mat. How you feeling, OG? Hope you're feeling better, my friend. Here's Roger Maris. Maris has doubled and flown out to left. And Cleon Jones. Jerry Koosman deals to Maris in the bottom of the 6th to lead things off. And that is a 4-8 off the Koosman card. 4-8 fly ball to Jones in left. He makes the catch, 1 away. Second time, Maris has tried to go the other way. He's just sitting too long on that curveball. Waiting a little too long, and he flies out to left again. Mickey Mantle comes to the plate. He's walked and struck out. Grote sets the target. Here's the pitch to the Mick. And Mantle has dealt a 5-7 off the Koosman card. 5-7 in a swing and a miss. He gets Mantle for the second time on Captain Hook. And that's Koosman's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th strikeout for Jerry Koosman. Mets throw the ball around the infield, get it back to Jerry. And striding to the plate is the Yankee catcher, Elston Howard. He's been a strikeout victim. He's 0 for 2 last plate appearance. Flew out to left. And Cleon Jones. Here's the pitch to Howard. And Koosman deals Howard a 6-7 off the Koosman card. 6-7. Ground ball to Boswell. Boswell's a 3 defender. We rolled a 9. Go to the basic fielding chart. Second baseman. 9-3, knocks the ball down, picks it up, throws to first, and the side is retired. He stayed with the weird bounce. 1, 2, 3 go the Yankees. And we go to the top of the 7th, 4-1 Mets. When next the 61 Yankees come to bat, Johnny Doc Blanchard will lead things off. Due up for the Metropolitans, it will be Weiss in the top of the order, Agee and Boswell. Terry still on the mound. Arroyo's ready. Weiss will actually swing away here. First 2 plate appearances, he's bunted runners over. Here's the pitch to Al Weiss. He's going to swing the bat, and that is a 5-5 off the Terry card. 5-5 fly ball to Mantle. Mantle coming in, and he makes the catch for out number 1. And that is Weiss's first official at-bat. Now bring up Tommy Agee. He has struck out twice and homered. Here's the pitch from Terry to Tommy Agee. What will he do this time? That's a 4-9. 4-9 off the Terry card. 4-9 and a 14. What he's going to do is drive this ball. 4-9-14. He's driving this ball deep. Left center field. No one's going to get there. That's going to be off the wall and a 1-out double. So Agee doubles with 1 out. He needs a triple And a single for the cycle now. Doubt he'll get those at-bats, though. So 1 out, runner on second. Here comes Ken Boswell. He's 1 for 3. Last plate appearance, he singled, knocking in a run. Can he do it again? AG, a 1 through 17 base runner. Here's the pitch to Boswell. This could be it for Terry. And that is a 5-5 off the Terry card. 5-5 fly ball center field C. The batter is out and all runners hold. So Boswell flies out to center on the 5-5. And there's 2 away. And here comes Cleon Jones. Jones is 1 for 3. He's grounded out twice and singled. Arroyo's ready. Can Terry get this last out, though? Runners will be off on contact. Here's the pitch to Cleon Jones from Ralph Terry, and that's a 3-4. Who's going to be showing the door on the 3-4 off the Jones card? 3-4. Boom goes the ball. And that's a 9, 1 through 18, and that's a 2-run homer for Cleon Jones, and Ralph Terry has just been KO'd. Holy cow, what a power surge by the Metropolitans in these first 2 games. They have just bludgeoned Yankee pitching for home run after home run after home run, and this a 2-run blast. And again, Simon and Garfunkel song, The Sounds of Silence here in the Bronx. Scoring ahead of the homer by Cleon Jones, second of the series, is Tommy Agee. And it's now 6-1. And that's it for Ralph Terry. He has been KO'd here in the Bronx. And coming in from the bullpen will be Luis Arroyo to get some work. He's their best reliever. A pivotal Game 3, obviously, will be coming up. It looks like the Yankees are going to fall well short in this one. So Terry went 6 2/3. He can only lose it. He cannot win it. He could get a no decision if the Yankees rally to tie or take the lead and possibly win. So he went 6 2/3. As I messed that up. 6 2/3. All right. And coming into pitch is Luis Arroyo. 15 5 with a 2.19 earned run average. He struck out 87, walked 49, gave up 5 homers. So Whitey Ford and Ralph Terry do not fare thee well in the first 2 games of this series. The next 3 will be at Shea, folks. Could be a sweep. All right, Arroyo's ready. Has a word with Howard. Howard back behind the plate now. Don Clendenon digs in. Howard sets the target. Here's the pitch from Luis Arroyo to Don Clendenon. Can he pick up the 3rd out here? And that's a 4-9 off the Arroyo card. 4-9 pop-up first base. Scouring in foul territory makes the catch, and the side is retired. But the Mets score 2 on the Cleon Jones blast. We go to the bottom of the 7th, 6-1 Metropolitans. When next the Mets come up, it will be Ron Swoboda. In the chat, we have Casey Jones. How you doing, my friend? He's saying hello to everyone. He says, Cleon! Captain Carl says, Mets are beating the Bronx Bombers at their own game. Yes, they are. Casey Jones, the amazing Metropolitans. Living My Raps says, gotta run. Have a good night, y'all. You too. Thanks for stopping by. God bless. God bless, my friend. All right, so the Yankees got to get going. It's Blanchard, Barrett, and Skowron to face Jerry Koosman. He's only given up 1 run. He has struck out 5, and that curved ball has been nasty by Koosman. Blanchard is 1 for 2. He has singled and scored, as well as grounded out to first. Here's the pitch from Koosman to Blanchard, and that is a 2-10 ground ball right back at Koosman. He snares the hard hit and throws to first for out number 1. That was slated for center. Great reaction by Koosman. And before I forget, let me write in Arroyo here for the Yankees. Luis Arroyo. And here. All right, so Blanchard's out. One out, bottom of the 7th, 6-1 Metropolitans. Here's Yogi Berra. He's 1-2. The windup and the pitch from Koosman to Berra, and that is a 1-6. A 1-6 off the Berra card. 1-6 with a 16. That's a single. 1 through 4 have been a double, but 5 through 20 is a single. So Berra singles, picks up his second hit. One out, one on for Bill Muscarin. He's 0-2, grounded to short, and then reached on the error by the shortstop, Bud Harrelson. Koosman hoping for the double play ball. Berra takes his lead. Here's the pitch to the Moose. And the Moose is dealt a 3-5 from Koosman. 3-5 off the Skyrim card. 3-5, and that's a strikeout. K number 6. Curveball. Again, just dropping off the table. So 2 outs. Berra will be off on contact. And here's Clete Boyer, the number 9 batter. The third baseman's 0-2. He's also been a strikeout victim of Koosman. Koosman works quickly to Boyer, and that's a 4-7 to Clete Boyer. 4-7. Swing and a miss. He gets Boyer for the second time. Koosman is now struck out 7. We go to the top of the 8th. And it's 6-1 Metropolitans. When next the Yankees come up, top of the order, Bobby Richardson. They're going to have to get their bats going at some point. Clayton Parks is here at the stadium. How you doing? Check out that channel. D. Scott Howard will be goat sitting soon. We'll have some goat videos, possibly some live footage. Not uploads. Live footage from those crazy little bastard goats who are cute as hell. Don't fall asleep around them. They'll chew all your clothes off you, that's for sure. All right, due up for the Mets, Swoboda, Shamsky, and Grody. The Mets lead 6-1, top of the 8th. Luis Arroyo on the hill for the bludgeoned Ralph Terry. Here's the pitch of Swoboda. He's homered today. And that is a 1-8 to Swoboda. 1-8. 1-8. Ground ball to Boyer. He throws to Scottering. 1 away. And here comes Art Shamsky, the designated hitter. He is 1-2. He's 1-3. He's doubled. Arroyo nods his head. The windup and the pitch to Shamsky. And that's a 4-8 off the Luis Arroyo card. 4-8 fly ball to Mantle. Mantle coming in, makes the catch. 2 away. Arroyo wants that ball back. He gets it. Deals quickly to Jerry Grody. Grody is 1-3. There's the pitch to Grody, and that is a 4-6 to Grody off the Arroyo card. 4-6. 1 through 14 is a single, and we rolled a 3. So Jerry Grody jumps all over that fastball, picks up his second hit. He's now 2-4. Keeps the inning alive for Bud Harrelson, who is 2-3. Single, doubled, and flown out to Mantle. Howard goes through the sign, sets a target. Here's the pitch to Bud, and Harrelson is dealt a 1-8 from Arroyo. 1-8 off the Harrelson card. 1-8. Line shot right at Scottering at first. Didn't have to move, and the side is retired. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 6-1 Metropolitans here in Game 2. They took Game 1, and they're looking to take Game 2 to take the first 2 games in the Bronx. The next 3, if necessary, will be at Shea. When next the Mets come up, it'll be Al Weiss leading things off in the top of the 9th. Jerry Koosman back up on the bump. He's been stellar. He's only given up 1 earned run. He's struck out 7. He'll face the top of the order, Richardson, Kubek, and Maris. Bobby Richardson is 0-3. Koosman's ready to work. He deals to Bobby Richardson, and that is a 4-8. A 4-8 off the Koosman card. 4-8 fly ball, left field. Waiting is Jones. He makes the catch. 1 down. That curveball has befuddled Yankee batters. Here comes Tony Kubek. He's been a strikeout victim, 0 for 3. Here's the pitch to Kubek, and Koosman deals Tony a 5-7 off the Koosman card. 5-7, swing and a miss. He gets Kubek for the second time. Strikeout number 8. What a wicked hook. So 2 outs. Bottom of the 8th, 6-1 Mets, and here comes Roger Maris. Maris doubled in his first plate appearance. Since then, he's been befuddled by the curve. He's flown out twice to left and Cleon Jones. Maris digs in. Koosman nods his head. Grody sets the target. Here's the pitch to Roger Maris, Mr. 61 homers, and that is a 4-5 off the Koosman card. 4-5, ground ball to second. Boswell's up with it. He throws to first, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Yankees. We go to the top of the 9th. It's been all Metropolitans. 6-1. When next the Yankees come up, Mickey Mantle will lead things off. Due up for the Mets here in the top of the 9th with a 5-run lead, hoping to add to it. Weiss in the top of the order, A.G. and Boswell to face Luis Arroyo. And let me just mark this real quick. All right, here's Al Weiss. He has 2 sacrifice bunts and is flown out to Mantle. The windup and the pitch from Arroyo to Weiss, and that's a 2-8 off the Weiss card. 2-8, and that's a strikeout. So Arroyo picks up his first K. 1 out, top of the order, Tommy Agee. Agee is 2 for 4. He has struck out twice. He's had a 2-run homer and a double. He scored 2 runs. Arroyo nods his head. The big windup and the pitch to Tommy Agee, and that's a 1-4 off the Agee card. 1-4, and that's a single. So Agee singles. He now has 3 hits. Yankee pitching has not fooled anyone in this game. So 1 out, 1 on, and here's Ken Boswell. Boswell is 1 for 4 with a ribby. Arroyo hoping for a double play ball. Here's the pitch to Kenny Boswell, and that's a 1-8 off the Boswell card from Arroyo. 1-8, and that's a single. That's a single. All right. Now, do we want to go first to third on this? We're playing with the hold rule. That's -3 for Howard. And Agee is 1 through 17. If there are 2 outs, we add 2 back, but there's only 1 out, so it's 1 through 14. Agee's going to try to go first to third. Here's the throw from Mantle, and he makes it, as that's an 11. So the go-go Mets now have it first and third, still applying the pressure to the Yankees. And the Yankees will play back for the double play. And here's Cleon Jones. Cleon Jones is 2 for 4. He singled and hit a 2-run home in his last plate appearance. Prior to that, he grounded out twice. Arroyo not faring any better than Terry. He deals to Cleon Jones with 1 out, first and third. And that's a 4-9 off the Arroyo card. 4-9, he jammed and popped up. Foul territory, first base side, going over towards the dugout is Skowron. He makes the catch. Bluffing, but going nowhere is Agee. So there's 2 outs, runners on the corners. They'll be off on contact. And striding to the plate is Don Clendenin, the number 4 batter, the first baseman. He is 0 for 4. Can he get off the schneid? Mets up 6-1, 2 outs, top of the 9th. Here's the pitch to Don Clendenin. Arroyo, that's a 6-11 off the Luis Arroyo card. 6-11 fly ball to left in Yogi Berra. Berra is a 3 defender, and we rolled a 9. Let's go to the handy-dandy basic fielding chart. So 9, 1, 2, 3, and it's a double! Berra cannot get to it. That's going to roll to the wall. The runners will advance 3 bases, so that's going to clear the bases. And Cleon Jones breaks out in a big way. He picks up 2 ribbies. As trotting in from third is Agee, and racing around from first is Ken Boswell, and it's now 8-1 Metropolitans, and the bludgeoning is official. Clapping his hands at second base is Don Clendenin, and the Mets look like they're going back to Shea with a chance to bring those brooms out for their fans and the sweep. So here's Ron Swoboda. He is 1 for 4, his one hit, a home run to start the scoring off for the Mets. Arroyo has not fared any better than Terry. Here's the pitch to Swoboda with 2 outs in the top of the ninth, 8-1 Mets, and that is a 4-6 off the Arroyo card. 4-8, and that's a fly ball to Mantle in center. He goes back a bit, makes the catch, and mercifully the side is retired. But the Mets tack on 2 more. They lead 8-1. And if you're a Mets fan, you don't want to hear when next they come up, but just in case they come up by the miracle of God, if God has a bet on the Yankees, it'll be Art Shamsky to lead things off. So Jerry Koosman looking to go the distance. He needs to get through Mantle, Howard, and Blanchard. Mets up 8-1. Koosman has struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can he get 2 more out of the 3 to get 10? He has struck out Mantle twice. Mantle is 0 for 2. He does have a walk. Here's the pitch to Mickey Mantle from Jerry Koosman. That's a 1-10, and that's a ground ball to Harrelson. He doesn't boot this one. He throws to first, 1 away. Mets 2 outs away from taking a 2-0 lead in this series. And here's Elston Howard. Howard's 0 for 3. Koosman picks up the sign from Grody. He rocks and deals to Howard, and that's a 2-6 off the Howard card. 2-6, and that's a strikeout on the curve. He's got Howard for his second time. That's K number 9. The Mets fans who are here in the Bronx stand and clap as Johnny Blanchard comes to the plate. They want to see Koosman pick up K number 10. Blanchard is 1 for 3. Scored the only run on the error by Harrelson. He has singled, grounded to first twice. Can Koosman strike him out for K number 10? Blanchard digs in. Koosman nods his head. Deep breath, arms down to his chest, looking for the complete game victory. Here's the pitch of Johnny Doc Blanchard, and that is a 3-8 off the Blanchard card. 3-8, ground ball to third. Weiss is up with it. He throws to first, and the ball game is over. The Mets bludgeon the Yankees here in Game 2, 8-1, and the 1969 Amazing Mets take a 2-0 lead over the 1961 Yankees, who are not faring thee well, that is for sure. Going the distance, getting the win, is Jerry Koosman. The losing pitcher, Ralph Terry, was beaten from pillar to post. He takes the loss. And the Metropolitans win 8-1 here in Game 2. And they take a 2-0 lead. The series will shift to Shea when next we come back. Bubba Husky's at the ballpark. How you doing, Bubba? Go Vols. As Bubba Husky says, at the end of the last game, I'm sure Al warned you about the curve in the dirt. I sure did. Good line, Bubba. All right, so I'm going to be coming back with game between the Pirates and the Braves to finish up that series. The Braves are up 3-2, heading back to Milwaukee to try to finish off the Pirates and Barry Bonds. So we'll be back shortly. So thank you to Bobby Cantillano, Casey Jones, Bubba Husky, Captain Carl, Itinerant Hobbyist. Check out that wonderful military strategy channel. Sorry I missed you. I didn't see you at first. As he said, 5 runs, no worries. They can make that up. Not so much. Mets take a 2-0 lead with an 8-1 victory. D. Scott Howard, thank you. Clinton Parks, thank you. Living My Rhapsody, thank you. Check out all those great channels. The original Grognard, military strategy, and much more, such as Face to the Mat and his women's wrestling league. W. Vogs, thank you very much. What's Blazing in Sports for all your boxing needs. And Phantomatic. Dave Gardner, thank you. And as I like to say, Jerry Mathers as the Beaver. No one gets that joke, but it makes me giggle. Well, there might be a few people who get that joke. I am doing a doubleheader, Bubba Husky. I'm going to be back with the Milwaukee Braves of 1957 taking on the 1990 Pittsburgh Pirates. Got to finish that one up. So I'll be back in a little bit if you'd like to rejoin me. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it. Hope you were entertained and had fun. Till next time, as Bubba Husky says, watch out for that curveball in the dirt. Health and happiness. Take care. Bye-bye. God bless. And you know it's coming, folks. You know it's coming, folks. Peace! See you soon.